Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, Habibis. We are here to talk about the title race. We're here to talk about my club, Liverpool Football Club. You get me, blood. We're going to be talking about Liverpool. We're going to be talking about the Arsenal. Very bad week for Arsenal fans. Draw away to Brighton. And, loss as well at home to Newcastle. Crazy, mate. And we're going to be talking about the Chelsea. 0 wins and 4. Brr. Brr. It's so cold, mate. It's so cold, mate. It's just you, because my internet is top notch. Fiber. Unbelievable. Anyway, big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping a like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. This goal thing triggers me, I swear. This goal thing on YouTube triggers me. It's like they just want you to make a goal. I don't have a goal for this stream. I just want a like target. You get me? Like the video, innit? Look at this frauds. We're on 15 likes. Wallah, you're so shameless. We're so shameless because I have a stacked panel today. First, I must start by being humble. Because there is someone who's even, more well-known than me. You get me? There is a celebrity on the stream. You get me? He's from Manchester. Mank, born and bred. You get me? Ginger. Everyone around the world knows him. I was, funnily enough, I was outside in my city and I was buying like some coffee and a guy looked at me. He's like, wait, you're the guy that works with LB? I'm like, yeah, how did you know? I'm like, yeah, I'm LB's friend. LB knows me. Every now and then he puts up my comments on the screen. So joining us on the channel is pound for pound the best city content creator. LB is in the building. Hi, LB.
Yo, Brad, what's going on, man? Happy to be here, yeah. I thought we was title race. I thought we were doing the Italy. We're not doing Italian, no. We're not talking about Napoli, Atalanta. No? You want to do Serie A?
Actually, low-key, I really want Atalanta to win that league. Honestly, I do.
Yeah, but Bill,
it would be an amazing story and more would get rattled.
Yeah, I hear that, man. Big up to the chat, as always. And yeah, Bray, happy to be here. As always, bro. Thank you for inviting me on, bro.
Big up to you, LB. Big up to you. I can't lie to you, Mihaili. I see the Hungarian flag. Everyone did Soboslai dirty. Bring Soboslai back, mate. We need him back. Joining us next on the channel, you get me another celebrity. He's very famous in Netherlands. You get me? Very famous in Netherlands. Very famous in London as well. Very famous in Liverpool. And he's taking time off. Yeah, get me? To join us on the stream. Ahmed Van Dijk is in the building, aka the Bridge Nation in the location. Chelsea fan represent. Massive upgrade on any Chelsea fan I've ever worked with, especially that fraud with the soundboard, especially that fraud who surfs in the winter, and especially that fraud who eats kiwis. Ahmed is in the building. How are you doing, Ahmed, mate?
I'm doing good, man. I hope you do. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I'm surprised I'm here to talk about a title race. You know what I mean? I wasn't.
So everyone's gonna run the game
here, bro.
I'm just gonna go like, I'm not in the title race.
I'm with you, bro.
When I was looking at my expectation of the season, I was thinking, let's get top 4 in a trophy. But I don't know. Maybe just me, but with me.
Top 4 in a trophy, bro. Come on. We will be there.
Bad enough for you guys. And anyway, last but not least, listen, Arsenal have had a really tough week, so we're gonna unpack this Arsenal situation. You get me? And I absolutely love working with this guy. I really do. He's a brother. He knows it as well. Ashraf shoots the ball. Ashraf talks ball. You get me? Is in the building. Hello, Ashraf. How you doing, man?
Hey, big up. I don't know what you mean by shoots the ball. I don't know where you got that name from, but yeah. Big up, man. I don't know what I'm doing. It's a title race talk, bro, and we are the high.
Oh my days! You guys are so pathetic.
Top 4 in a trophy, bro. Top 4 in a trophy. Come on,
LB. I'm gonna
That's
you know,
it,
LB.
bro.
Like you did your stream earlier on, you had Roms, Dan Potts, and the Chelsea fan. Huh? You want me to open it? This guy thinks I'm not subscribed to It's LB.
Well, what are you saying? I don't know what you're talking about.
That's fine. I'm gonna open it right now. New tab. It's LB. Watch this. See, this guy gonna get exposed once and for all, like the lying fraud that he is. This is it. See? Right here. Title talk.
What title?
Title talk is the title of the stream.
No,
What
it's
does it say?
not.
Title talk. Look what I see here. Chelsea fan. I see a Liverpool
Oh,
fan.
bro,
and
that's
I
my
see an Arsenal.
thumbnail editor, bro. I told him not to put that on the thumbnail.
I just
Oh,
don't know
see.
why we haven't
Oh,
by now.
shock.
And the
Did
other thing I was
AI edit the video as well? You fraud, huh? Look at you. Look at you. Look, there you are. Dan Potts, Arsenal. Bob Dan, you get me? Chelsea. Roms, Liverpool. LB City. There you are. There you are, guys. Anyway, he has been exposed once and for all, mate. Anyway, love to you, Habibi. Big up to you, my guy, LB. Big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. And who shall we start with today? Who shall we start with today? Chat, how about you give us one word? Who do you want us to start with? No life stories, no paragraphs. You get me? No essays. Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City.
You got beat yesterday. Why was speak about you, innit?
Okay, no problem. You want to talk about Liverpool? Let's
Oh,
talk about...
also, we always do Liverpool last on this show.
Okay, you want to talk about Liverpool first? No problem. We start with Liverpool. So,
Okay.
what do you want to say, LB? Since
No. You said you start before the stream start. You say the rep will start and then we will come in. So you start.
You did.
You did say that, bro.
Oh, so everyone's tag teaming me now. Listen, with Liverpool, obviously yesterday was a bad result, but where I think the context is different from Arsenal, because Arsenal lost 2-0 at their own backyard and they have to go to St. James's Park. For us, 1-0 loss at Spurs. I know I'm going to Wembley. Like, I have no doubt about it whatsoever. I'm not worried about Spurs with a 1-0 like lead at Anfield. So from a Carabao Cup perspective, I think we're going to the final. I really do. I stick by what I said pre-game, which is see you at Wembley, Newcastle, and I stick by it because I think we will be there. Only way I can forgive Tottenham Hotspur is if they slap Arsenal next week or something. I'll forgive them. I might give them the Anfield game if I don't need the Carabao Cup that badly. You get me? So I might give them the Anfield game if you slap up Arsenal next week. So I would like to propose a trade. Spurs bums. You get me? Do your job next week, and I won't slap you at Anfield. But from a league perspective, listen, I am worried. You can say, oh, you're so dramatic. You're this, you're that. But at the end of the day, this title race is the battle of the bottle jobs. Liverpool, bottle job. Arsenal, bottle job. Let's bottle job it the fuck out. Let's go. Whoever drops less points from now until May wins the league. That's it. And if there is somehow, some way that City win the league, we must both liquidate. We must delete club at once. We must liquidate and delete club. But I am worried a little bit because it's shit signs. It's shit sign after shit sign. And that's the thing that I just dislike. I think we lack killer mentality. I think the team from 2019, 2020 would be like 15 points ahead right now, 18 points ahead. Genuinely, I'm not even exaggerating, because we had killers. People say the typical stuff, where's Salah, where's Salah, where's Salah? But I feel like, listen, we can't scapegoat a certain individual who's performed at an elite all-timer level for the whole season. I think Trent was probably the worst player for us against Manchester United by far, because he was walking around on the pitch, and I think that's the part that's unacceptable. LB has seen KDB, Rodri, Haaland have bad games. Ashraf has seen the likes of Henry have bad games. Bergkamp, everyone's had bad games. Hazard had bad games. But you can't walk on the pitch. You can't see Cody Gakpo running back to put in a right back shift and you're walking. That's the part that's unacceptable for me from that game specifically. But we have this like lack of killing edge. And I think next week, the game that we have against Nottingham Forest is going to be a massive indicator for all things Liverpool. If we go away to Nottingham Forest and we get a win, whether it's 1-0, 2-1, whatever it is, if we win next week, maybe we do wake up as a team a little bit and realize like, oh shit, we actually do got it, and let's go on and win this league. That's how I look at it personally. But I'm looking at like the players. It's funny because even though we're top of the league, the same players that I thought we needed in the summer, we need now. I said center back, left back, DM, and striker, and I still think we need all of those. It's funny because LB, obviously they're announcing Marmoush for the summer and stuff like this. We could have used with Marmoush this season, because we have one guy that's completely unreliable because he's always injured, and the other guy that's unreliable because he's crap. So that's the issue with this. With this.
But isn't Marmoush a left winger? Why would you guys take him?
Marmoush is striker / left winger.
He can play anywhere.
You can play left winger, striker, yeah.
As a matter of fact, I've seen him play right wing as well sometimes. So he could do everything, like a bit of everything. He's basically an interchangeable player that can play in all positions. So I think that would have suited us more than maybe a robot would. Listen, the one striker in the whole world that suits us the most right now, and we suit him the most, He's a Swedish guy who plays for Newcastle, but that's never gonna happen, mate. We ain't gonna pay
The
no
best
150
the
million.
best striker in the world right now.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna pay that much money. We're not gonna pay that much money. Like, we're just not that
What
club.
do you mean though?
So-
You bid it at like 150 million for Caicedo. I mean, you've done it before, like where you've gone above and beyond once. What are you saying?
Yeah,
You can't
but-
do that again?
Yeah, I don't see us as that club right now. I really don't see us
fair
as that
enough
club
then.
right now. And by the way, I want to say, tell the people something. I know for semi a fact, 50%. I think Salah did recommend Marmoush to the club, but I don't know why we didn't go in for him, to be honest with you. I don't know why. And it's not like a shit club has went in for him. Like the model club has went in for him in Man City. So obviously there is a player there. So if there is a way to change his mind for this January window, maybe pay a bit more, maybe do something like that, I would be in for it. But overall, look, LB and all this.
Is Salah even guaranteed to stay before he recommends other players?
No.
I
He
think
didn't even get the contract. So, yeah,
I think he will get what he wants in the end. Salah and Van Dijk, I think, will stay because here's the thing: if Van Dijk starts speaking as well, club PR is fucked. People need to understand this. Salah needs to speak up because he's the one guy with even stronger PR than Liverpool Football Club. Because when he calls out, like the fans all stick by him. Think about this: Jamie Carragher, club legend, calls out Salah, Scouser, foreigner, Egyptian, non-Egyptian. 99% of Liverpool fans are all on Salah's side. Cooking Jamie Carragher, insulting Jamie Carragher, going like, don't talk about Mo like this. So for me, look, I think Salah Van Dijk eventually stay. But regardless, listen, besides the point, I don't want LB to think I'm running a narrative or saying anything. The result against Man United was not good enough. The performance was not good enough. Same thing with Fulham. But now it's about we have to get out of this like little bit of a dip. We have to come out of it. We have to come out of it the other way. We have to win like 5 in a row, 6 in a row, 7 in a row. And if we do that, that's when I will feel like really confident. But right now, the confidence is a bit shaky.
are you
That's
worried
it.
about like your energy levels? Do you think that's playing a part in it? Like obviously, I feel like you guys in particular, you do play like a consistent team more so than maybe other teams where they can switch around a guy or two every now and then when needed. So, are you worried about that in particular?
Yeah, of course, because even in the game against Man United, like Gravenberch and McAllister at the end look a little bit leggy. Like, shit, how many games in a row are we going to play here? You know? Which is why against Accrington Stanley in the FA Cup, bro, bring me all of Tom Little's kids, man. Let's go. Bring all of the kids, man. Listen, fuck the FA Cup, Habib. We are not built for this, mate. We're not built for all this, like, going all out, like, in all comps. We're not built for this. Bring every random Scouser you see, go down to Stanley Park, watch the next Sunday League game, get five of them kids, and let's go. Let's play Accrington Stanley. That's how I look at it personally. So I do think we are a little bit leggy, but that's why we need a DM, Ahmed. Because sometimes when you have conversations, people have basic bitch mind. When you speak to a Liverpool fan, you're like, I really want us to go back in for Zubimendi. I really want us to get a midfielder. They're like, okay, so who goes out the team? I'm like, Habibi, it's besides who goes out the team. It's the fact that I'll give you this scenario before I let LB and Ashraf come in on Liverpool. Let's say in March, you're playing Fulham at home, and then you're playing Atletico Madrid away in the Champions League, in a Champions League quarter-final. If you have that option, you go McAllister, Jones, Szoboszlai against Fulham, you beat them. Then you go McAllister, Zubimendi, and Gravenberch against Atletico Madrid, you beat them. Rotate here, rotate there, rest a player here, rest a player there. That's how this frauds club dominated for a while. Rest, rotation. And we don't have that option right now. Bro, there are people who are, and rightfully so, we're missing Szoboszlai. I'm not even talking about Salah missing. Szoboszlai, I miss him, yeah. I miss Szoboszlai.
Crazy.
So yeah, that's
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if your owners will end up doing that kind of squad depth. I think you have good midfield now for sure, but I don't think you'll go and get another DM. Because I don't know, I feel like that option was available in the summer. Like, okay, you went for Zubimendi. He said no. Who was plan B? Like, what,
No
is it
one.
just Zubimendi or no one else?
Exactly.
But that's the problem, because you guys have done this 2 years in a row. Last year as well, same thing. You chased Lavia, you chased Caicedo. Okay, fair enough. You wanted both of them. They didn't come through. Okay, who's the other option? I honestly still think Endo was not in the plans. I don't think your team scouted Endo for months and said that's the kind of guy we'll keep as a backup option.
Of course,
I think it was an emergency signing when two of the main DMs you guys wanted both said no. I don't know. Like I just feel I don't think you guys will go back for another DM. I think now that FSG will see that, wow, Gravenberch actually worked there, they'll probably be like, thank God we saved money on the Zubimendi bid. Thank God Zubimendi said he likes the mountains of Spain and the environment there. So I don't know, like, but I agree with you. You do need that extra midfield because the problem with how you guys play as well, and I know a lot of Liverpool fans will not like agree with this, but yes, I understand Slot has added a lot more composure and slowed down the game a little bit here and there. But there are many games this season where I've still seen you guys go like at crazy intensity and sprinting high, back and forth. And that catches up to you guys in March and April. That's the reality of things. It 100% catches up to players in March and April.
Exactly.
And for that, you need that midfield depth. And right now, I don't think you guys have that. Defense, I think you're fine. Attack also, you're obviously fine. I know you said you want a striker, but I still think you guys can manage with the attack you have until the end of the season. I think midfield is where your team could struggle. If
Centre back could be a shit one as well.
How long
Gomez
is
is
it
injured.
Because
Gomez is injured. Konate is made from Weetabix, and
Exactly,
Kwanzaa is busy with Astra Duet right now. So this is not a good situation. It's not a good situation. We need a centre back. Right?
And Trent's doing a summertime Trent right now, so let's hope he gets back to regular settings after January if he stays.
Yeah, you just need signings, man. We said this in the summer, innit? You know what I mean? We said your club didn't move the way it should have done. I think it was a disgrace what happened in the summer. New manager replacing replacing Klopp, your greatest Premier League manager ever, and he got nobody apart from Chiesa. I thought it was an absolute disgrace. And listen, we need to be mindful, that like you was leading the pack for a part of the year last year before you fell off.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will come on to Arsenal in a bit. I don't think Arsenal are going to be able to do it, especially because Saka's injured. But if your club is not signing players in January, then they're not learning from their mistakes of last season. And for me, if you don't learn from your mistakes, that's not acceptable. It's like with my club, we'll come on to see it in a bit, like we made mistakes this summer, but my club is trying to rectify that in the January transfer window, and they'll rectify it in the summer. If you do not sign players this January and you fall off again due to fatigue, tiredness, then for me, that's not on Slot. It's not on the players. It's on the owners and the board.
Fact.
And Liverpool fans need to do everything possible to get these guys out, because that's not acceptable, man. You have to learn. You have to learn from your mistakes, man. And I don't see at the moment, obviously, we're only 9 days into the window, right? They might sign some players, but if they don't sign players, man, I think that's really, really poor. And I think they're letting the fans down. They're letting the players down. Salah, Van Dijk, you know what I mean? Not really Trent, because he's getting off to Madrid anyway. But like Salah and Van Dijk, man, like, bro, these guys are like they're not like dragging this contract thing out in the public, really. Salah wants to stay. He spoke about it in the public, but he's not like shitting on anybody. He's not causing a disruption.
Exactly.
Van Dijk's not even saying anything. And I just think, for me, if they let them players down and the manager down, that's poor. That's really, really poor.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is as well, don't get it twisted here. I'm not saying that Liverpool have to go out and spend 150 million quid here, guys. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, just go and get a couple players, man. Give them a couple extra bodies. So when Liverpool are 2-0 up, they can take a couple players off for 20 minutes here.
Yep.
That's all we're talking about. I'm not saying, like, obviously, you'd love Mamouche, you'd love players like that, but I'm not, just go and get some players in so you can take players off with 20 minutes to go. You're 3-0 up, okay, we can take Van Dijk off. We're 3-0 up, okay, we can take Salah off. We can take this guy off. We can take, just give the manager a few extra bodies, man. And they don't do that, that's really poor.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in this market in particular, you can get guys that just are like just depth in particular for around about 30-35 million. That's you can do that quite well, even if they're like guys that need to still be developed and stuff, but can still do a 20-minute job. That's more than good enough for a team like Liverpool, in my personal opinion. So yeah, I hear that 100%.
By the way, and this is why I'll say this: I don't understand when Arsenal fans attack the ownership, because if you look at Liverpool's ownership, do you guys know how much they spent in the last 5 years, or at least since 2019, 2020, when they won their first league? They've spent, I'm just looking at it in transfer market, they've spent 547 million, which is basically less than
everyone else.
Less than 33% of Chelsea spent. And even if before people say, okay, but look how much they sold, blah, blah, blah. Even if you go by just net spend, how much they sold versus how much they got, they're 12th in the Premier League. Forest, not for
Brighton have a better net spend than them. Wolves have better net spend than them. Newcastle, West Ham, Aston Villa, obviously Man City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, and United. So people say Arsenal ownership. Bro, FSG's ownership are the real ownership that actually don't kind of invest. And the one thing I'll tell you, and this is probably going to be a bummer for Liverpool fans and for Husam, there is nothing you guys can do to change that. Because the reality is, I know you guys will say we have to protest and get them out. These guys are VCs. They're business people. They're billionaires for a reason. They're not going to be out marching because Liverpool fans don't want us. We have to leave. They don't give a shit. They're making money. They're spending. They're like, yeah, we compete here and there. By the way, and if they win the league this season, their position is strengthened more than ever. Because in their minds, I don't think they care about what the fans say, but in their minds, they're like, well, our model has worked. We've won a Champions League in the last 5 years. We've won 2 leagues in the last 5 years. A cup here, a league here. Who gives a shit what the fans are saying? So I think that's a really bad ownership, but it's working for them. I guess,
You know what the
Can you
process
send me the
thing
link
is?
in the private chat, please? Last season, I said the same thing to LB. Said the same thing to LB in January when we were doing these shows as well. I told them, listen, we're not going to spend money, even though we do need to spend money. And I was saying, like, listen, get me Mateta over Nunes, and we would have been league champions. And I'm not even exaggerating. So, like, I'm just in a position where I know how my club operates, which is why the hate watches will continue. I need Arsenal to drop points and I need City to drop points because that's the only way that we win the league, in my opinion. Like, people can say I'm exaggerating and all this. Guys, Fulham is going to happen again. Man United is going to happen again.
Wow,
Games like
Sam said Bun Ahmed. He didn't even take Chelsea into account. He's like,
Don't need to, man. I don't want to be taken into account because I never believed in myself to be in this. So, you know what I mean? That's it.
Yes, but like I've already said the scenarios, okay? The scenarios are the following. If City win the league, we must both liquidate, which we agree on. If Arsenal win the league, then we have dropped more points than them. And if Chelsea win the league, then this is an embarrassment to everyone. Like that's just the reality of this conversation. Like, so you know, like I'm just saying, I don't know, man. Like it's just no. I'm saying the Fulham game will happen again, Jack. As in, we might have a player sent off and drop points. Like that scenario might happen again, in my opinion. So I don't know, man. Like it's just feeling shit right now. I'll be honest with you.
I still think you're going to win the league. Like the only way I thought see you winning the league is if Salah gets a bad injury. I think you're going to win the league, bro.
I think the problem is right now, yeah. Everyone else that's under you, they've all got their own problems that they need to overcome. You know what I mean? And they're bigger than yours, essentially. I would probably argue as well.
I agree.
By the way, even if Salah gets injured, the one behind them right now that the main challengers, if you want to call us challengers, is Arsenal, and our best player, just like Salah, is injured.
Exactly.
So it's kind of leveled, anyways. And City's best player is also injured, like since the start of the season. Then are we going to say Chelsea now are going to win it by default? I don't know, man.
Chill out. No.
I feel Liverpool, even with Salah being injured, because of the cushion they have and because of what's happening with Arsenal, unless Arsenal go in the window, which I don't think we will. But let's say we go in the window and we get someone, then I hear it.
Yeah. I agree.
People saying Forest, like everyone, a lot of people are saying Forest in the thing, bro. Like, calm down, guys. Like, they're doing well. This is not a Leicester season. This is not a Leicester
I think Forest have been a very good season, but listen.
But what if Forest next week beat us? Then what?
Then you have to take them seriously for me.
Yes, you have to take them seriously.
Yeah, because Ashraf, you say no, but they would be 3 points behind us, Habib. What do you mean?
We would, bro, Ashraf. Yeah, if that'd be 21 games into the season. If Nottingham Forest beat Liverpool, I think at that point you've got to start saying these guys could do it.
They're literally 3 points.
You gotta start believing, bro.
What you're doing now is exactly what we all did with Leicester City, bro. We all did the same shit with Leicester. We all
there's
said,
a big difference. I will say, there's a big difference, and that is, by the way, Leicester deserve the league 100%. I'm not taking anything away. For me, it's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, achievement ever in Premier League. Like in terms of,
it is the biggest achievement by far.
Yeah, I think it is the biggest achievement for sure. But the reality is, and I swear,
they're on 40 points. We're on 46. They beat us. They're on 43. We're on 46. That's 3 points. Bro.
I know. But I'm saying the difference. And again, I'm not trying to disrespect Leicester. They deserve the league that season. But every other main challenger was absolute crap. Chelsea were 10th in the league that season. That's the season Mourinho got sacked later or left. I don't know.
Yes,
Man City were horrendous. I think it's after that season when they sacked Pellegrini and got Guardiola because they were just horrendous and they finished 4th. Tottenham bottled the 2-horse race and finished third. So let's not even talk about them. We were crap. United were crap. Liverpool finished 8th that league, or 7th. I can't remember. Everyone was off their game. It's not the same. Leicester won the league with 83 points, by the way. Like, so
But
I'm not- again,
realistically, Ashraf, but
good job
realistically,
to them,
Ashraf,
but
yeah.
I don't think Liverpool and Arsenal and Chelsea will fall that much that
Okay,
Forest will
I
end
was
up
gonna
doing
ask
that
you.
well.
That's what I was gonna ask, because like I feel like, yeah, I think there's an argument you made that all of us right now we're in some. I wouldn't say we're in the same level of mud as obviously the Leicester season, but I think for me a big thing for a lot of these clubs that when they do go on this one is belief. If they start believing this thing and then they can turn it into form, that's when you have to start worrying, bro, and saying that these
Yeah,
guys do have a chance though.
correct. But then you are also banking on Liverpool and Arsenal and Chelsea and let's say even City, who I still think
Yeah.
will finish above Forest, all like collapsing even more and then just continuing to fall. Because the reality is, bro, you know how it is in the business and the season. You need that
Mhm.
experience, you need that stamina, you need that know-how, and
Hun-
even the managers, but even the managers need to know how to do it. And I don't know if Nuno Espirito Santo has it, and I don't think the players have it yet. I think it's like an Aston Villa story, by the way. Generally, I think Forest this season is like Villa last season. I think they can finish in the top 4. They can be that kind of, I wouldn't call it surprise, but Forest is a surprise package. Villa wasn't, but I don't think they'll win the league.
Fairs. Slot apparently hiding entire club has bad flu. Where are we going with
Is that an excuse now, Jack? Are you trying to say, oh, this is
Blue
why?
Gate.
Come
What's the
on,
point?
What
man.
they're doing.
Come on, man. Fine shame, man. Come on.
Blue Gate.
Fine shame.
I love this, man. I love it. Big up Jack,
Alright.
man. Big up Jack. Lad. Mr. Husam, can you help me ask Mike Das if he is okay? He lives in LA. I'm worried for him right now. Mike Das is good. He was on the terrace yesterday. He got me. I hope no one is harmed, obviously, from everyone suffering with the fires and everything. So, yeah. Big up to you, Donna. Don't understand. I think this is a response to
You realize
to
Donna is a fake account, yeah? You
Yeah, I know. But خلاص, my way. You have to say as well.
Well, Donna
we
sends
are a
you
human
like
being.
25 messages that you just have to
Yeah, Donna. I know Donna has history with me in LB, bro. Don't understand the issue with criticizing ownership. 14 years of Cronkies being majority owners, and for what? You think just switching out manager every time is going to fix the underlying issues? What Abud's saying, and this is the perfect segue. Because I want Ashraf to respond to this and start us off with the Arsenal section. Big up to everyone locked in. We do have 520 people in the building. So make sure guys are slapping the like button. Make sure guys are subscribing to the channel. Guys, we can't have only 100 likes with this many people watching. Let's get the likes up right now. So please do like the video, do subscribe. And go subscribe to Ashraf Talks Ball. It's in the description. Go subscribe to Bridge Nation's description. And go subscribe to It's LB. It's in the description. So Ashraf, your response to this, and talk about Arsenal as well, please.
I mean, my response to this is you're basically big up MD. Thank you for the super chat, but you're living in some sort of weird utopia or fantasy world if you think we need to have owners or the only way to win the league and the Champions League is to have Sheikh Mansour and Abramovich. That's it. Outside of Florentino Perez, it's just ridiculous because majority of these owners are the exception. By the way, they're not the rule. Majority of the owners out there don't just spend like mad and don't just drop money and all that stuff. And the funny thing about KSC is that they own a bunch of clubs, not just Arsenal. And a lot of the clubs they own in the US are successful. I would even argue that the Arsenal women's team that they own is kind of successful because they've won a league a couple of years ago, whenever they won it last, and they've won like cups here and there and stuff. So I don't think it's the issue. If we are not winning the league this season because the owners didn't invest enough, or because they didn't give enough money or they didn't back the manager, I'd say, okay, fair enough. That's why I mentioned FSG. I don't think that's the case with us. If you look at since the managers come, and I've praised some of the transfers we've made. If you look at every signing we've made above 20 million, majority of them have banged. From the time Arteta's come in, he wanted Thomas Partey, he got Partey. He got Gabriel. He got Ben White, Odegaard. He wanted David Raya. He wanted first to keep Leno and sell Martinez, did that. Wanted Ramsdale 10 later to sell Leno, got Ramsdale. He wanted then Raya to sell Ramsdale, got Raya. He wanted Declan Rice to spend a record-breaking fee on him, right? He wanted Kai Havertz, which a lot of people are calling a bum player. He's still a bum player. And the ownership paid 65 million for someone who has a very bad proven record in the league. I know he's won Chelsea the Champions League. I get it. He's had moments. But to pay 65 million for someone who's deemed a Premier League flop, I would say they backed you. They trusted you. They said, oh, damn, you really want that guy? Here's the money. So I don't understand this logic of saying, oh, the owners, what have they done? I think if you look at this season, I'm going to name 4 games I think if we won those 4 games, or if we won 3 of those 4 games, I'd definitely say we're winning the league. Everton at home, Fulham away, Brighton away, and
Was
Newcastle at home.
Everton probably the worst one?
Everton's probably the worst because it's at home. It's freaking good. It's Everton.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
he
at
didn't
the
score
freaking
as well.
Emirates.
I
Yeah,
was
but
thinking
Fulham for me is also bad because the one thing.
You want to know what made Everton really bad, in my opinion? The fact that I feel like if you played 300 minutes, you wouldn't have scored.
we would not have scored 100%. And this is why I'm saying, and even Newcastle for me as well. When you look at these 4 games, okay, you know what? Let's forget Newcastle because Newcastle this season, St. James Park, they have been good. They drew against City, they drew against Liverpool, they beat us. Fair enough. The other 3 games, I don't think that has anything to do with the owners. That has something to do with the manager and the style of play he's played. How on earth do the owners and the investment have anything to do with these 3 clubs? You know, if you combine Brighton, Everton, and Fulham, wallahi, I probably take max 2 or 3 players in a combined 11. Max. So what are you complaining about saying the ownership they haven't spent? Has nothing to do with that. You win these 3 games. There, you're 6 points. You're 6 points better.
Listen, Dor, I'll tell you something right now. And I'm making this announcement publicly right here, right now. If you beat us next week, I'm going to get you on the Thursday show. I'm literally going to make it a 5-person panel, and we're going to get a Forest fan. Everyone here down? Everyone down to invite a Forest fan.
Yes.
Reach out to me.
Absolutely, bro.
Reach out to me, Dor. Let's go. Ashraf, you want to know the thing with Arsenal is? The reason why I think you're in a worse situation is because of everything you said. It's because I agree with Ashraf. Ashraf, guys, for the people that don't know, he was on the Saturday match reaction on the terrace with Arsenal Brighton, and he's like, watch Man United get something at Anfield. And you know, as soon as that game ended, like 2 hours later from Liverpool United, when I calmed down a little bit, I'm like, bro, if I'm an Arsenal fan, I feel even fucking worse. I feel even shitter about this whole thing, because I'm like, wait, so United got something at Anfield. We could have been 3 points behind Liverpool, but we couldn't beat Brighton. I'm like, oh my
no, honestly,
days.
and I'm sorry, I'm gonna go on another rant as well. And this is why I get annoyed when people say I want us to get signings. And I've been yelling since Saka went down. We need to get a right winger, fair, right, 100%. Because right now that should be the priority, especially if it's true that Saka might be out for the rest of the season. I don't think he will be. I think he'll be back March or start of April, but it'll be way too late by then, right? However, I don't think people think, oh, get signings and everything is fine. It's not fine because the system has to change. Now, can he change it? He can, because he did it last season. When we were playing like crap in the first half, he switched the lineup, played Jorginho here, played Havertz stuff. He did some tactical changes and we started playing better. But until he does that, any signing you get is going to be crap. Imagine if you have a freaking tree and the root is horrendous. The roots are all messed up and you're trying to fix a little branch here, little leaf here. Imagine if Husam tomorrow starts a new channel called the Positive Football Chat, where he only wants to talk about positivity and nothing but positive stuff about football. And then he hires Lee Gunner to run the channel. How the hell is that going to work? It doesn't make sense. You need to freaking fix your damn system first. We were losing 2-0 against Newcastle with 10 minutes to go. I can't remember who lost the ball in the middle. And he's standing in the line, yelling at Havertz and the other players, come back, come back, come back, come back. Are you skunked in the head? What are you asking him to come back for when we're losing 2-0? Let him stay forward. We need to damn attack. And we went into a crazy low block for that 1 minute while Newcastle had the ball. It's insane, this guy. And I don't understand why he does it, because he's shown us last season and the season before he can attack. And when he tries to attack, we are dangerous, bro. Last season, we are 3rd in the top 5 leagues for goals scored. You cannot be telling me that's fluke. That's not coincidence. The season before that, we scored 88 goals. It was a record for us in the Premier League, which we broke last season. That's not flukish. That's not a coincidence. When you do it twice, it's not flukish. So why are you playing so damn scared? When your best attacker, your talisman, your face of the club is coming out after the PSG game saying, we're all attack-minded, and the manager's asking us to play more defensive.
Do you think
and we have to do a defensive
for the
job.
1-0 against Brighton?
No, we didn't. That's, by the way, I heard Dio, big up Dio, like nothing but love and respect. But he said, I think Dio was just saying it to give an excuse to Arteta. We set up for the 1-0, and then because of the stupid penalty that Saliba gave, that it has nothing to do with that. He didn't set up for the 1-0. He tried to play a midfield to go and win the game. He just didn't know how to execute on that. You cannot be setting up, because this is the same system we've played in every other game. Are you telling me we set up against Everton for a 1-0?
I just don't like. I think with Arteta, you cannot play your best midfielder right back. You just can't. You can't.
Yes.
Because he's not okay. If you're so insistent on inverting a right back into midfield, play Rice there. He's a lot more athletic. He's a lot more athletic. Let Partey be in the middle, always breaking the lines with his passes and stuff like this. It's better.
Habibi,
better.
he saw another manager do it, and that's why he's doing it. He thought like he thought out of the
With Kai
box.
Sado, you mean?
No. Partey himself. He literally, the first time he played him there, he's like, I'm not the first one to do it. Simeone did it in Atletico Madrid and played him right back. So it's and this is what I'm trying to say. It makes no sense. Just because Simeone did it doesn't mean it works for us. I agreed with him doing it against Liverpool. If you remember, Husam, we were on the channel, and I said that makes sense because we had no one else, right? And that worked. Why are you doing it in the other games? That makes no sense. And Partey didn't play right back against Newcastle. And we still freaking got dominated with our best team available. Minus Bukayo Saka, everyone was a starting 11 player. There's not a single player that was missing from the starting 11 team. It's definitely the system, bro.
Can I ask you a question,
It has
though?
nothing to do with signings.
Yeah, I think for me, you know, the system thing, I think a lot of people obviously have spoken about that quite in detail, but like, why is he gone to the system? Is it like, I know there's been this like little meme about him getting scarred after what City did to him. Was it like the 4-1?
Yeah, but I think it's this.
Yeah. The first season.
You remember that 4-1 where like KDB, that's like he had like the time of his life in that game at Emirates. Like, I remember that game quite well. And like, you can't be like I understand. Listen, in football, sometimes you need to have a little bit of a balance. You know, at Chelsea, we had mostly, barring Ancelotti, I would argue, the guys that won us titles were a lot more defensive. But I can accept. I always said, I could accept the defensive football if it led me to winning consistently. And I was gonna get the title at the end of the season, right? That I can always accept. You know what I mean? That's why Conte's second season, was crimes against humanity for me, because what he did to me that season was criminal. Like on the football I was watching as well. But with Arsenal, it feels like you're going into the system, but you're not getting the results, and it's looking like you're not even stagnating. You're kind of like it's like you're deteriorating, if that makes sense, right? It's the opposites occurring to your team, if that makes sense. So I don't know.
Understand, and I don't want to defend him. I got what he did last season, right? Because a lot of people kind of predicted it, and it turned out to be true. Where you're right, he got scarred by that season when he got slapped up 4-1 by City, and we went on a bad run towards the end. So he decided, I don't want to burn players the whole season. So the first half he plays conservative, and second half he starts. So last season, I got it. Fair enough. And that's why I said last season when we lost the league, I don't think it was mentality. I don't think it was anything bad. We were just outdone by a much better team. That's it. Fair enough. But this season, the reality is this season, you saw Liverpool are flying. They're creating a gap between you and them. You cannot afford to do that. Khalas, you have to forget that now, and you have to go to these games because now you're the chaser. You're hunting. Last season when we were doing this, if you guys remember, there wasn't a big gap between us, Liverpool, and City. It was very, very close. Like 45, 43, 42. It wasn't like there was never a point where it was a 9 points gap at all between any of us in the first half. Now that you're trailing, you need to switch that style and start playing a lot more intense.
I think Arteta's starting to feel the pressure, man. I'll be real with you. I think that over the last few years, you've heard the Arsenal fans say, "No, we'll give him another year. We'll give him another year. Phase 4, Phase 5, and that." And I think everyone at Arsenal now is starting to realise that we're coming to the end of that like BS, of like another year, and like I feel like he knows now that this is the year he's got to win something, man. I mean, not everyone, but like I am starting to see like some of these Arsenal fans who are more positive, who are more willing to give him time. I'm starting to see just a few of them now start to say, "Listen, we're at that period. I can't keep defending." Year after year after year after year, no trophies, you know. Then of course there are still they'll just give him 5 more years without winning anything. Of course, you're always going to get that, right? But I think he knows, man. I think he knows he's under pressure, and I think this Saka injury's rattled him big time because that is a bad injury. I think the league title was done as soon as Saka got injured. If I'm being honest with you, man, because like he just provides output. He is your, Arsenal's Salah in many regards of just getting goals and output. Obviously not to the same degree, but that's him. And now he's gone. Nah, I think you look like a shadow of yourself. People are starting to ask questions now about Declan Rice. Like, what's he doing? Like, what's his role in this team? Is he a 6? Is he an 8? Is he good enough? Odegaard's starting to get criticism. He's putting Havertz right wing. Do you know what I mean? When he'd be probably better off putting Jesus right wing and Havertz. It's just like loads of question marks over it. His signings, Calafiori, Marino, don't think they're really working out, to be honest. I think that could have been spent better elsewhere. So I just think that for me, this was always the season that Arteta had to win something, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why that result against Newcastle was so bad. Because I think if he would have got a Carabao Cup and finished second, I think a lot of people would just give him one more year. But
Exactly.
I think for me now, and obviously this is why Sunday's massive, because if Arsenal get beat on Sunday against United, Lord man, oh my days,
my days.
oh my
Oh,
days.
my
I already told my chat, if Arsenal get beat on Sunday, I'm not doing no streams on Sunday night. I'm going to be sitting back and just watching everybody, all the Arsenal channels, bro. AFTV, League Gunner, Dan Potts, I'll be there. I'll be watching every single one.
It's just for me, I don't know. Last season when he did some of the stuff, I kind of felt at that time that I just don't feel. I feel like he's the input team manager. I just don't know why sometimes people have not been able to just say maybe Arteta is just the middle guy, and we just need the guy that's gonna then finish the story for us. I just don't understand why people just cannot, I think, accept that. Because listen, what he's done for you in terms of squad building, stuff like that, that's fair. But when in this summer, when I'm seeing, listen, Calafiori, it's all well and good. I think he's a quality player, but do we necessarily need the Calafiori in the team? Do we necessarily need a Mourinho in the team? Are there other parts of the team where if I get that guy in there, like a striker, for example, that I know a lot of people are asking for, maybe even a Saka replacement on the wing, which is not Raheem Sterling, which is which obviously we know was like a shocking last minute signing, right? That stuff could have really put you, to the forefront, honestly.
But that's the thing, Ahmed. So I said this last time and I'll say it again. I don't think the Calafiori and Moreno signings were bad, because last season we lost games because of the left back in the midfield position. That's fine. You strengthen them. I actually thought that was good. And in the summer, every Arsenal fans and a lot of rival fans were saying, okay, these are good signings. The reason why they're disappointing, though, is because we expected to finish the job, right? A lot of people had faith in Havertz. I don't know why. I understand he had a good run, but we still needed a striker regardless. And the reason why this thing about, and by the way, I'm praising Arteta for what he did until last season. I'm not saying he's a shit manager. He's not a shit manager.
Exactly. I would have said that too, yeah.
You cannot take a team that's in 8th and struggling and every year regressing more and more and more and build it to where it was last season and be a shit manager. He's not shit.
Is he good enough? Is he good enough?
Yeah, exactly. Is he good enough to lead?
Yes, yeah.
That's the point. And the last, I'll just end it on this. What LB said about, we cannot win the league without Saka, I'm sorry, that will not be an excuse for us, because if there
no, it's not an excuse. It's just the truth.
Right now, yeah.
Exactly. And the reality is, there's no good thing about Saka's injury. Everything is bad. But at least the one silver lining you can take is it happened before the transfer window opened up, right? Which means you have time now to go to the freaking January transfer window and get a right winger to play for us. Not just temporarily. You can get someone on loan, fair enough. But if not on loan, you can also go buy someone to compete with Saka moving forward. There are top quality right wingers who, if you go put the money right now, will join your club. Edon Zagrova from Lille, the guy who scored against Real Madrid or had an amazing game against Real Madrid. Fantastic player for Lille. Go and get him. He's a young player as well. I think he's young. I'm not sure. Ekitika, I think in the 25, fair enough. Ekitika in the Bundesliga. There are right way. Bakayoko and PSV Eindhoven. I'm not even naming like Mbuemo and all these guys will go cost 70, 80, 90 million. So do not give me that excuse later that, we lost Saka. What are we supposed to do? It didn't happen in March. It happened in freaking December.
Like 40 million, I swear. 45 million.
But
it's cost a lot more than that, bro, right now, bro, if I'm not mistaken, no?
No. City signed him for 40 million. Is it not? Marmoush.
I thought it was 50, bro.
Now they're talking it's going to be 60 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
No. It's 50 plus 10 in clauses.
They're saying that it's going to be closer to 60 million.
Because he has a release
in
clause
January or in the summer.
January.
They've got a release clause, right, in his contract.
Wait, I'm confused. Are you going to get him this January or are you going to get him in the
January?
summer?
That's what they're saying, January. But it's going to be 60 mil. I think the 50 million price was for the summer. But if you're going to get him now, they're saying, no, they want 60 million because if you get him now...
I thought you meant in the summer you're going to get him.
No, it sounds like it's going to be now.
Fair enough. Because the thing was, I think City were willing to pay more money to get him in January. But if it was for the summer, it was like 40 or something.
Yeah. 50 million in the summer, 60 million now.
Yeah, 50 in the summer. So, thing is with what Ashraf's saying is, there's one guy that your fan base has been talking about for 3 years now, Isak. That's going to cost 110.
They're not getting Isak.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 110 minimum. I said minimum.
Okay, I think 130 minimum.
Maybe,
no, but
I can see 150, bro. 150 might be the one, bro.
No, but you ain't. You ain't gonna get 150. You're just ain't gonna get.
You say that, bro.
Chelsea spent 115 on Caicedo.
Bro, listen. There's a club that's gonna
He's
be
the
crazy out
best
there.
striker in the world. Yeah,
Bro,
I would pay
no,
150
No, he's
million
not.
for him.
Haaland is the best striker in the world. But
He is
he's
the
up
best
there.
striker in the world. He's the
Okay.
best striker in the world.
He's not. He's
He's a
not
better
the best
dribbler. He has a
striker.
higher conversion rate. He has
If
a
he was
better
the
shot
best
accuracy.
striker in the world, they'd be in the top 4.
Best striker in the world is Harry
No.
Kane.
If he's the
No, I
best
don't think
striker in the
Harry
world,
Kane
they're not even in the top 4.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
that's
in
of
the
course
top
it's not on him. It's
I
not-
just realised I'm not.
Yeah,
in the-
exactly.
Hey, you're not even in the top 4 either, France.
Oh shit,
Why would you set up?
How do you
yourself,
score an
bro?
own goal that
bro! I'm
big?
so not used to
Come
being
on.
in fucking 5th, 6th
That's
position,
an own
bro.
goal right there, mate.
That was an own
I
goal.
still think, even though people might not like it, I still put Harry Kane up there.
I think he's sacked as
But
well.
you're not gonna get.
But
you're not gonna get
regardless,
Isak, bro, for
regardless,
anything
that's
less.
too
We're not,
much
yeah, we're
money,
not gonna get him.
Mm.
We're
You're
not
not
gonna
That's
get
too
him.
much money. You ain't gonna get no.
Did you
Isak.
guys see the reports when he was with Sociedad? Apparently at that time his clause was release clause was 65 million.
Yes.
And Arsenal, the reports came out that Arsenal did not deem he was value enough for his like money and stuff like that. So they passed on him. And Newcastle got him. Like,
This is why judging a player based on value is stupid. This is why you look at a player and you go, is this player going to be world class? Yes. Can we afford it? Yes. Do it. And that's what Chelsea have done with Caicedo. Everyone looked at Caicedo when they bought Caicedo and went, fuck it, 150 million. Are they mad? No one speaks about his price now. Why? Because he's mint.
You know what you have to look at? I always say with price here, you have to look at what he's going to give you now and what you're expecting from him in the next 2 to 3 years.
Bro,
That's
just
what I
buy the
always say.
best. It's not
Things like
fucking
that.
rocket science, bro. Buy the best
Mhm.
players, isn't it? Like, this is the thing. You buy value. Basically, you're buying cheap and hoping that they outperform the value. That's what you want to do. That's the truth, bro.
That's what we did. You want to know something? What we did, like outperforming the value of players, is the reason why a lot of clubs try to do that now. But it's very rare that it works out.
The money ball
Listen,
stuff, man.
We got way more than the 34 million we paid for Sadio Mane.
McAllister.
We got way
And
more
Gallagher.
than the 40 million we paid for Salah. We got way more than the even like a Van Dijk. I'd go as far as saying that we got a lot more than 75 M's. Like, we definitely got our money's worth and some more. But it's rare for that to happen. It is very rare for that to happen. Like, if you sign Mbeumo instead of Isak, you're gonna get Mbeumo, who's a very good player, who's a very good talented striker, but he ain't Isak. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm saying, like, maybe Mbeumo next season, or even this season, maybe Mbeumo scores 19 goals and Isak scores 18. But we know Isak's qualities because our eye test does not lie to us. That's what I'm saying. So for me, like, Arsenal need that game changer. I know I've seen links as well lately with Bradley Barcola. Maybe he's falling off with Luis Enrique and shit like this.
Him and Enrique.
Oh, I'd love him. I'd love him.
Barcola-
Kvaratskhelia today has apparently news comes out that he has a release of 67 million. I have no idea how the whole clubs in the world are not trying to sign him. That is nothing compared to what wingers go for now. Like 67 million. Oh, that's like a bargain for someone like Kvaratskhelia.
Of course.
So
bro.
yeah, that's a bargain, you know. So yeah, I don't know what it is with Arsenal. Do you actually think you have no hope of winning the league, Ashraf? On a real?
Look, if the only, let's say if I'm a lawyer and I have to make an argument for argument's sake, the only hope I can have is A, we will get someone to play right wing in Jan. B, Saka, like, so these 3 things have to happen. One is we have to get someone until Saka's back. 2, Saka should not be out for the whole season. He should be back by March, which are both are possibilities. Actually, the first one will not happen, but the second one is possible. The third thing is, and people are referencing, I know Husam will laugh because he'll say, oh, fixtures, why are you guys looking at fixtures? But the reality is, currently, if I look at Liverpool's games, from the current top 10, and I've said this before, they've played only 2 of the current top 10 away, and they haven't won either one of those 2 games. So they still have to play 8 of the other top 10 away from home. The problem is now, I think they will drop points, Liverpool, against the other 8. Like in
We
in,
will.
let's say,
I'll
half
tell you
those
we will.
games.
I'll tell you
100%.
we will.
And I think they might even, if we had Saka right now, I would have even bargained that they probably would have dropped more points in the second half than we would. But even though they have a safety cushion, it might still help them win the league. The problem now is when Liverpool drop points,
You
are we
still
going to
didn't
capitalize? I don't
Yes.
think we will capitalize, which is why I don't think we will win the league.
That's why he was mad on Sunday, because Brighton, you draw and then Liverpool drop points. Like, if I'm in your bro, Like Arsenal fans are so. Assad came to Ahwa. I thought he's gonna be happy. He was angrier than I was. He was like, "Why the fuck did we drop points to Brighton?" So Ahmed and LB, you guys give Arsenal any chance, or are you on the same camp?
10%.
Oh, fuck off, LB.
Um,
10%. You're so shameless. They're 6 points behind us, not 60.
Yeah, but take the context, Husam. Take the Saka injury, all that stuff. You have to take these things into
Bro,
account.
what we
right?
doing?
I think I listen. I don't even want to.
Wait,
I don't
so
wanna,
who else? No, one side. Because wait. So who's the other percentage then?
Liverpool 90%.
Liverpool.
Oh my days.
And by the way, if what Taylor is saying is true, khalas, the Goodison match we have lost already. 100%.
what? There's no way he's going. What?
If that is true, we have
Did
lost the
Sean
Goodison
Dyche
match.
get? Did Sean Dyche get sacked last time I checked? You know.
People are saying he's been sacked to get Mourinho.
Yeah. Apparently he's
If
left.
they get Mourinho at Everton, bro, this is crazy, man. But he was actually
Yeah,
decent.
I just read. Yeah, Everton have sacked managers on Dyche. Why would you
is
sack him
crazy, bro.
when he just got results against City, Liverpool?
This is-
Arsenal.
They've obviously
Chelsea-
got someone lined up, though, innit? They've obviously got someone lined
They
up.
have to. There's no way they'll sack him if they don't have Mourinho
If
ready.
Mourinho goes to Everton, bro, listen, Mourinho, bro, come on, bro. Like, you need listen. We
I
need to
trust
keep a legacy
Nariman
intact.
for the most part. So if she's saying it,
No, it's
that is-
confirmed. Fabrizio is confirmed right now.
No.
He's reported it.
Fabrizio tweeted it.
Yeah,
Fabrizio
Fabrizio tweeted it.
It's
Yeah,
done.
he's been
What
relegated.
they're looking at Mourinho?
No.
He's sacked.
Just Everton.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Mourinho thing.
The Mourinho
Ah,
thing got reported earlier. I think I saw earlier in the day that something about him, and I was like, what?
Ashraf is upset, but we play Mourinho twice, mate.
Jose Mourinho,
Anfield
odds-on
and
favourite.
Goodison.
He's
Oh,
odds-on
yeah.
favourite, apparently.
I don't want to be facing Mourinho, bro. Stamford Bridge, bro. These.
That's what it's saying here. Odds-on favourite he is.
Oh my god!
He's gonna. You listen. You talk about Sean Dyche and his legendary. You know what I mean?
Are you going to
Football-
Goodison, LB?
What?
Are you going to Goodison?
They're actually going to Goodison.
Yeah, they're going to Goodison. Yeah, they play.
I don't
at
have to
Etihad.
go to Goodison after this. Oh,
Oh, they're
yeah.
going to Goodison.
Bro, we're not in the fucking thing. We're not in the race, bro.
Stop. Don't gaslight. You love to gaslight. Stop. Because when I locked into your stream, I heard you say you're scared to me.
Scared
So
of what?
you know what you're capable of. Stop. Don't lie to yourself. I hate see this come back the gaslighting.
What's he on
now.
about? Scared of what?
So you didn't say I'm scared of City on your stream yesterday? I'll pull up the timestamp if you're denying.
I'm scared of City.
No, about me.
You're scared of City.
Yes, that's what you told me.
Yeah, you are scared of City.
Okay, so you are in it then.
No, well, no, you think we're in it. I'm telling you, we're not in it.
No, he's saying you are scared of City. Like he's
Ashraf,
not saying
don't
you
give
should be
him that
scared.
out. This guy's a gaslighter. Don't give him that
I don't know
out.
what he's on about. To be honest
I
with you,
don't
bro.
know. I don't know, to be honest.
You're genuinely such a gaslighter, LB. I swear to God, you're genuinely.
Bro, I don't
such
even
a
understand what you're saying, bro. I'm trying to understand what you
Yesterday, I was in your stream, and when
Okay.
you put up my comment, you were like, "You're scared of City or something."
You are scared of City.
Yeah, but so you acknowledge that you're in it then.
No. You think we're in it.
You don't
I
acknowledge
think-
that I'm in it. Why did you make the statement that I'm scared of City then?
Because you are scared of City. You are scared of City, bro. You think we're in a race. I don't think we're in a title race.
I'm not gonna lie. Like City play Brentford away next. If they lose that game, then I'm never gonna say City are in the.
Bro, if we
title
don't have
race
if we don't have a midfielder in by Brentford, we ain't winning that game.
Yeah, bro.
If they lose away to Brentford, it's over, bro. Khalas. They don't even count them.
Bro, we won 2 games in a row, yeah. But let's be honest, yeah. We could have easily lost against Leicester and we could have easily lost against West Ham.
On the other hand, if you win against Brighton and Liverpool lose to Forest, the whole conversation changes. 'Cause you're
Yes.
suddenly
If
9
City
points
beat
behind,
Brentford,
bro.
we lose to Forest and Arsenal lose to Spurs, then what?
Yeah, oh yeah. No, even if we
Then,
beat
then
Spurs,
Elby's gonna come back on the Thursday. We're back in it. We're back,
Maybe
Bray.
even-
He's gonna say this.
even if we beat Spurs, because we're only 6 points ahead of them, if they beat Brentford and you lose to Forest, and if they sign Mermouz, which is what apparently is gonna happen, bro.
Ya Rabbi, help me. Ya Allah.
No.
Let me do these super chats before we move on to Man City. Big up to all of you guys locked in. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. I hate this shit. Breaking. Liverpool are in advanced talks to sign Suwon FC centre back. This joke never fails to amuse me every transfer window. Guys, can we get to 200 likes as well? You frauds. We have almost 700 people here. You frauds. The highly rated 20-year-old international is Kyo the Boop. Personal terms to be agreed between Richard Hughes and no one's agent. You know, even though it's a joke, Richard Hughes is so useless that I don't even think he could get that signing across the board. He's been sat as the Liverpool sporting director last 6 months, just scratching his asshole and sniffing it. That's all he's been doing on his fucking office, just scratching and just doing nothing, just looking at the roof like a fucking moron, you know? He would fuck up the fucking no one as well transfer. You best believe that. There's also a response to you, Ashraf, here. He says, I don't back Arteta. Even if we sign a new manager, I promise you nothing will change.
I mean, I don't understand. So what kind of owners do you want? Do you want to get like another Sheikh or Abramovich? It doesn't, they don't exist that often. I mean, they exist, but they don't buy, a lot of them don't buy football clubs. Chelsea lost Abramovich and freaking got Todd Bowley. Like, even United, by the way, even United, I'll say, yeah, when they finally like they didn't get rid of the Glazers, they're still there. But when they got a new ownership, even the new ownership is not like a Sheikh that'll just spend unlimited money. If you're saying the ownership is the issue, you have on AMD, you have to get into reality. These things will not change. VCs own clubs. They will not run clubs the way fan wants them to run club. They don't sit there in board meetings and discuss, hey, so how's been the fan engagement today? Like in terms, are they happy with us? Do they like us? Should we spend more money to please them? They're thinking about the kind of revenue that's coming in, revenue that's going out. Like,
you need to realize football. You know what, it's Ashraf. Yeah, I think. Yeah, one of the things about football now is that it's become highly financial, bro. Like the money that's
100%.
being made in football, bro, it's ridiculous, bro. You know what I mean? It's not. You said winning. Yeah, sadly, for some of our clubs now, it's become.
I don't get why Ashraf is defending Kroenkes here, though.
But
because I don't think Kroenke is not an issue. I think the games I think this season, Kroenkes have done enough over the last 4 or 5 years for us to win the league. I think the games we drop points this season is on the manager. So
Fair
when
enough,
you say
fair enough.
I would change Arteta and all.
Would you rather have Todd Bowley in charge of Arsenal?
No, I don't. Why? For me, the last 5 years, Kroenkes have done a good job. Why the hell would I say get?
I would rather have Todd Bowley in charge of Liverpool than Iqbali.
I don't know. Like, I have to wait and see how Chelsea's model works, because right now they're doing well. But is this project going to actually work and lead to success? If it does, then fair enough. Then all clubs.
Wait, out of curiosity, do you all agree that I have the worst owners on this panel?
100%.
Yeah.
in terms of what they do financially, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
In terms of like success and business mind, they probably are the best.
100%.
Yes, 100%, bro.
Arsenal fans aren't mentally prepared for the next few months. Do you think do you see like a possibility of a fall off here, Ashraf? Like where it gets even worse before it gets better type thing?
What do you mean in terms of title challenge or just like top?
Yeah, in terms of challenge, because that's what I think Jack is saying.
No, I don't think. I think if we don't sign a major right winger or attacker this January, there's no.
Yeah, but
There'll
Ashraf,
be-
if Habibi, listen, me and you, we are in the same boat. I have to acknowledge this. Liverpool are signing no one in January. Arsenal are signing no one in January. Ornstein.
I cannot say that, Husam, because I cannot say that because 2 seasons ago we needed to sign someone and we signed Trossard. Now I know he's not like a great signing.
Yeah, but
or
Ornstein
world-class
said he
player.
ain't gonna sign no one in January,
He didn't say that. He said it's difficult to sign someone in January, and
which
they
means
might
we're
not
gonna
get
sign
someone.
no one.
Yeah. If we
And-
don't, then in that case, I don't think we'll challenge. Yeah, but we
And
won't
didn't
follow. the top
Ornstein
four.
say that you're not going to sign anyone, if I'm not mistaken? Wasn't Ornstein's on?
Yeah,
on-
Ornstein said it. Yeah, he said.
Yeah, so
I don't think he said we won't sign anyone. I remember I saw the quote. He
Abdi
said,
has the tweet in the chat. If you could pull it up, someone put it in
Yeah.
the chat. Arsenal need to
Yeah.
sign a proper gunman striker. That's the real issue. Even a United fan can see that. Bottle job teams needs a savior at the moment. Do you think it's specifically striker or any forward that makes a difference?
I think right now we need a right winger. That's a must, and we also need a
Striker.
striker. But right
Big
winger is the
both.
must.
Striker and yeah.
Yeah, but I think Kvaratskhelia could change your life.
He's not a right winger.
He's not. No, he's not going to chase the needle, man. Because like you need, they need a gunman, bro.
The
They
thing
need
is,
someone
Kvaratskhelia is a
put the
creator.
ball in there.
yeah, Kvaratskhelia is a
Like, the truth is, yeah, if we're being honest, they need a whole new front line. They need a left winger, they need a striker, and they need a Saka backup.
Exactly.
That's the truth. And that's a lot of money, man. You're talking 70, 50. You know what I mean? You're talking close to 200 million, eh?
First. Losing to United isn't an option I won't allow. I love ELC, and he's been banging this drum since 2 days ago. He's like, I won't
Guys, I
allow
won't
it.
lie to you. I kept quiet at the time because I'm pissed off and I don't want to say anything positive right now, but we're not going to lose to United. And I'm not even saying that out of disrespect to you. No, genuinely, I'm not even trying to say that out of disrespect.
Famous last words.
Because
Famous
Newcastle,
last words.
because Newcastle. By the way, I was on a show with you, Husam, and I said we're not going to go past Newcastle, right? And you guys were laughing at me because Newcastle were in good form and they have very good players that can dominate our midfield and play well if we don't show up. And I said we're low on confidence right now. United, bro, come on, man. They don't have.
So you do agree if you lose to United, alarm bells are ringing?
Oh my, alarm bells already ringing for me. So
Isak has nowhere near Haaland numbers, what LB is saying.
yeah, but he doesn't get the same
I'll give you
service.
his reasoning, which is higher conversion rate, better dribbler, which is fair. It's his opinion.
Habibi,
LB.
in the last 3 years in the Premier League, his conversion rate is over 30%, 33, 32%. You know
That's
how high
mad.
that is for a striker, by the way? That's
Very
mad.
high. Very
And
high.
his shot accuracy is 70%.
Mate, the only thing I'd say, yeah, is out of the top 50 Champions League goal scorers of all time, there's only one player that has a goal ratio of 1 goal per game.
He's an elite striker,
Haaland.
but he's getting
So
amazing.
he's got a
service
better
as well.
goal ratio than Ronaldo, Messi, Raul, Benzema, all these dons. He's the only one out of the top 50 goal scorers in Champions League history to have a goal ratio of 1 goal per game. And by the way, that includes Salzburg, Dortmund.
Yeah, but I think Isak can do. I think Isak can also score at a very high level, maybe slightly less
I'm just
than
telling
Haaland.
you, bro, that is a
But I
stat
think he can do things that Haaland can never do.
What, like
Fair.
be the statistically the greatest goal scorer in Champions League history?
No, like be a creator when your team is not able to break down teams, dribble when you need to dribble, like hold on the ball a lot better. He does that a lot better.
I'd take goals. I'd take the goals.
Isak technically is better than Haaland, but I would still say Haaland is a better striker.
If you want goals, you're taking Haaland.
Yeah, like I think if Liverpool had Haaland last year, we're league champions, despite having a leaky defense.
I think if Isak played for City in 22-23, they're treble champions anyways.
All right, I've got to go. Obviously, you know this is Sam.
Yeah, I know. Big up to you, Ahmed. Thank you so much. Guys, the Bridge Nation is in the description. Go subscribe. Go subscribe to the Bridge Nation. Big up to you, Ahmed. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you, my brother. Big up, big up, big up. Big up to Redline Trank says, with Dyche sacked, expect Everton to go down. Poor squad losing a defensive-minded coach has repercussions. Newcastle, Sunderland after Allardyce. West Bromwich after Pulis and Burnley after Dyche. Listen, it's a possibility Everton do get sacked, but it depends who they get. I mean, if they get Mourinho, then I don't think Mourinho is going to get them sacked, but it depends on the manager that they get. If they get some random guy who's an unknown asset, who's a no one like that, it's a possibility, my brother. But as things stand, I doubt they're going to go down with Mourinho. But thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate you. Listen, 650 people locked in. We're going to wrap up on the City section, last section of the day. So please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you guys right now, please like the video and subscribe. LB, Manchester City. Please don't give me any cringe Kumbaya speeches. I'm telling you right now. Don't do what you do every week. Oh, we won, bre. Don't do any of this. Trying to act like you're in a relegation battle. I know how you move. Talk to me about Man City.
Yeah, it's top 4. And if we can scam a trophy, unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? We need a DM, otherwise we're winning nothing. We might be able to scam the FA Cup without a DM, but unlikely. We definitely won't win the Champions League without a DM. And we're in pre-season for next year, basically. We're making moves in the transfer market. Got 2 deals lined up for the up-and-coming talent. Victor Ice from Brazil and Kuzanov from Lens, Mamouche. We will be there next season. But this season, listen, we're just chilling in it. Let you win a league. Do you know what I mean? Let you win a league. And yeah, basically it, bro. There's nothing much to say. Unfortunately, we're not active. We're not active in the league this year. To get me top 4 and a trophy, I'll be happy.
So you're never going to change your mind?
Have you seen our last 15 football matches?
Okay, but what happens if Arsenal and Liverpool drop points and you win next week?
So you're asking me about 1 match week? You expect me to change my opinion? You expect me to change my opinion?
9 points behind, you're telling me you won't believe it?
You want me to change my opinion off of 1 match week? Yeah? Is this what you're saying? Just to clarify. I don't want to. I don't want to take
LB,
you.
this is prime LB. Prime.
I don't
LB.
know. No, I just don't want to. I just don't want to freaking misinterpret what you're saying, bro. You want me to change my opinion off of one match week, yeah?
Lewis, have some shame. Ahmed was here, but he had to dip in it, or we would have talking about Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea, Chelsea. We'd be talking about Chelsea. You fraud. Look at this. I hate
will
this.
say one thing-
Last week, Lewis was here, like carefree
Yeah.
Lewis, original Lewis. He was here, and and bro, it was the funniest stream ever. It's just two gaslighters, and me and you were there, Ashraf. Two
I was
people
there.
that thought like, okay, we have a chance, and two gaslighters. That was the streamline there. Fraud. Go ahead, Ashraf. what
One
do you
thing I
wanna
will say. One thing I will say to agree with LB is that even if they close the gap to 9 points, I still think you need to get a midfielder or a DM to help you until the end of the season. And if you don't get that, then yes, I agree with you, because I think that's a major problem that will recur later. Even if you guys go on a 6, 7, 8, 9 game run, I think that problem will recur. But if you
Bro.
guys do get someone this season, this Jan, and what Husam says happens where they lose to Forest and you guys win, bro, you're 100% back.
Bro, you know. Listen to our fixtures, yeah. Chelsea, Arsenal, Newcastle, Liverpool, Spurs. Right, this is all in February, yeah. In last season and this season, so 18 months. Top 6 sides, we've won 4 games, and 2 of them were against Manchester United. So what you're asking me to do here, yeah, because I'm going to explain this, yeah. You're asking me
Explain it.
to justify that you want me to say that we are in a title race, yeah, when we've won 3 football matches in 15 games. Our defending is atrocious. Our midfield cannot handle midfield transitions. We've not actually signed anyone yet, and we're not being linked with any DM yet, yeah. And we have these horrific set of fixtures in which statistically we are not going to win based off the last 18 months, because we've won 4 in 18 months. And 2 of them
you
were
beat
against United.
Chelsea. You beat Chelsea at the start.
Yeah,
of the
but don't
season,
you think
and
you
they're
did the
gonna-
same
that's
thing
one.
last season with the goal
That's
difference
one.
thing?
Spurs last
Okay,
year,
but
United
contextualize
twice.
it. LB, if that's your logic, no
You beat
problem. Can we
Spurs.
contextualize it on a reel? Can we contextualize it? Can we have honest conversations?
You can have
So,
honest, yeah.
Tell me the big clubs that you're playing in February. Who are they?
Arsenal away.
Arsenal
Loss.
away.
Yeah,
Okay,
they'll
no
probably
problem.
part the
Arsenal will
bus,
beat
we'll
you.
draw the
Okay,
game.
no problem. Yeah, I'm fair. Arsenal will beat you at the Emirates. Next game,
Newcastle.
where?
At the Etihad.
Yeah,
At the
yeah.
Etihad.
At the
should win
Etihad,
that.
you're winning. Honestly.
If
Honestly,
we
you're
don't,
winning.
I'm telling you now, yeah. If we don't buy midfielder, we will get cooked off that midfield. Joe Linton, Bruno, and Tonali
Fair.
will run rings around us. They are the best midfield 3 in the league.
Are you really linked with no one right now at
We
all?
lived with Edison about 3 weeks ago, and since then, absolutely nobody.
Okay,
I
but,
think-
here's the thing. You're asking me and Ashraf our opinions. I think you beat Newcastle. What's the other game?
Okay, Liverpool,
You always beat us at Etihad. Now you don't start crying.
Tottenham away.
Martin has told you about our deal. I win at Anfield, you win at Etihad. We shake
Tottenham
hands.
away.
Okay,
You
that's
beat
what
them
you
last
do.
season.
See?
You,
Unfair.
but he beat them last. They beat them last season.
Yeah,
there.
but this time it's not an Arsenal title race, so Spurs will win.
Thank you.
Ah,
So we've
yeah,
lost
that's
2
good.
games. So we've lost another 2 games.
Okay.
Bro, it's not possible, is it? By the way, if we lose them 2 games, the most amount of points we can get if we win every other single game is 82. You
Yeah,
think we're
which
going to win
was-
the league with 82 points?
I actually think this season is gonna. By the way, league champion this season will have 80 something points. No
you
one's
think we're going to
beating
lead? You think we're going to win the title with 82 points?
that. But
You know
then
how many
ask
games
me-
you'd have to drop points in for you guys to get less than 82?
Okay, but the same way you're talking about tough games, right?
Husam,
Forest
the
away.
problem is we are too.
But let me tell you. Let me. I
behind,
don't
bro.
even look at fixtures. Forest away, Brighton away, Brentford away, City away, Chelsea away, Aston Villa away, and Forest away next
And
week.
you need to lose like 5
And
or,
Fulham-
5
Fulham
or
away
6
as
of
well.
them games, bro. You need
No,
to win
Fulham-
like 5
yeah,
or
Fulham
6
away.
of them games. You're not going to lose 5 or 6 of them games. Bro, I swear to God, yeah, if we were 7 points behind you, 6 points behind you now, I'd back it. Which is simply too far. We've let ourselves down. If we would have won against United when we was winning with 3 minutes to go, if we would have beat Brighton when we was 1-0 up with 10 minutes to go, if we would have beat Everton when we was winning 1-0 and drew 1-1, bro, I'd sit here and have my chest out, because I had my chest out last year when we was in the same position. So as soon as De Bruyne gets back in January, to make sure we're 7 points behind and we'll win the league. That's what I said last year, and I was right. But this year, it's too much. We are too far behind. And that's why it's annoying, bro. Because I'm looking at Arsenal not signing any players, apparently. I'm looking at Liverpool not getting serious in this transfer window. And I know for a fact that if we were 6, 7, maybe 8 points behind, we could do it. But where we are, it's too much, bro. It's just too much.
Even Salah said what I said. City will come back.
Yeah, but not that much.
We believe in this whole City coming back. And if you're going to get Marmoush in January as well, that helps you with the goal scoring 100%.
Yeah, but bro, it's too much, bro. Like I say, 7 or 8 points, I would have been there, but it's too much, bro.
Ashraf, are you with him?
I think, again, as I said, 2 things have to happen. A, the gap has to close down to 9 points, which could happen next game. We can never know. And they have to get a midfielder. If that happens, and you know the funny thing is, here's the annoying thing, and I hate saying this, but it is true. If City, for whatever reason, before game week 30, let's say, are somehow less than 5 points behind Liverpool or Arsenal, 100% they're winning the league. No, 100% they're winning the league. It's done. Like, do not even think about anything else. 100%. And that's an annoying thing because we know they have that stamina to go. And we don't want them to get that boost of confidence that gets them that momentum. But they have to get a midfielder. And if what LB's saying is, like, you're only linked with Ederson, who's a very good player, very good DM, but if you're not getting anyone else, if you don't actually buy someone, then then it's pointless. Even if the gap closes to 9 points, you're not winning the league then, if you don't get a midfielder.
So we have found out from this conversation that LB doesn't believe in Oscar Bob because he's back.
Oscar Bob. I like Oscar Bob.
He's back. He's back,
Yeah.
LB. That
Oh, I
boosts
see.
your team.
He's a striker, though. Come on.
Yeah, can he play
Oscar
DM?
Bob's not a striker.
Oh, he's not? I
No,
thought
he's
he
not,
was a-
no, he can play. He can play anywhere across the front line, but he's not a DM, man.
Yeah, but he's not a midfielder. Okay, fair. But he's not.
Yeah, he's a right winger.
I don't think that makes a difference.
Who's the team? Who do you play next? You play Brentford. Who's the team you're going to play against Brentford with your available players? Tell me your 11.
Ortega, Akanji, Gavadio, Ake, Akanji, Rico Lewis, Kovacic, Foden, De Bruyne, Bernardo, Haaland, Savio.
We are losing that game if you play this team. I don't
No,
know.
I know.
I
I
don't know
agree.
why.
I don't think
I
we're
don't know
winning
why
if
your
we don't buy
midfield
him.
seems lightweight to me, man. I don't know what happened. Your midfield seems lightweight.
Bro, we don't. Yeah, exactly. Rodri carried that midfield, man. From a
Ruben
defensive
Diaz
point
is
of
not
view.
back yet.
I don't think so. I think he'll be back. Nah, he won't be back yet. He'll be back maybe next week or the week after. It was 4 weeks, so I think he's got another week or so.
Fair enough.
And you know what the problem for you guys is? It's not just that Rodri went out. It's also the worst time for KDB to be on the decline and being on one of his worst seasons. Like, it's 2 players essentially that you've lost, not just one.
Yeah, facts, man. This is gutted, gutted situation. But it is what it is, man. Like I say, fucking. Hopefully, we'll have a better second half of the season. We just got to take it one game at a time, man. Like when you're on this horrific form, you just got to take it one game at a time, man. We can't be speaking about a league title, man. That's stupid, isn't it? So, yeah, if we beat Salford, that's 3 games in a row. Come on, you know what I mean? And then see what happens.
Is it true that United fans are buying tickets for that Salford thing?
Oh yeah, 100%.
So it is true. It's not rumors.
No, it's true.
Fair. Salford
Yeah.
hype. Salford hype.
I just don't
Hey, thank
understand
God,
why
to be
you
honest
guys
with you,
couldn't be.
LB, Ashraf can't relate, but thank God we have an easy game. I'm so glad. I'm so glad we have an easy game. We don't have none of this like fucking just Premier League opposition in the FA Cup.
Accrington and Stanley. Oh.
Accrington and Stanley. Thank God, bro. Thank God. Roll the
Yeah.
kids. Roll the kids out, man. Roll the kids out.
Have you
Anyway.
you two seen this cousin of guy that we've been linked with, by the way?
I know Hamza's been tweeting about him for like 5 years.
Yeah, he says he's he says he makes
Hamza's been tagging Fabrizio every 3 days.
He
talking
has,
about fucking
he
Chris
has.
Rock.
I swear to God, City follows Hamza, and it's like just see who Hamza's saying in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hamza's been doing the scouting work for Manchester City.
Yeah, and then
man,
we're signing this other guy apparently as well from Brazil. This £30 million 18-year-old centre back called Victor Rice, who's meant to be like extremely good.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
And apparently, City is saying that this is what they want them to go into the first team. This is not some sort of like loan. This is not no Girona thing. Yeah, this is like you're going in a team apparently.
German Chicken Wing told me he's gonna donate 20 euros if we beat Nottingham Forest. 20 euros are on the line. Don't let me down, Liverpool. Let's go. Anyway, listen, on that note, guys, we're going to wrap up the stream. This was very entertaining. 600 people still locked in. Please do like the video on your way out. Do subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. We are going to be raiding Potsy. Dan Potts, the fraud. The other ginger fraud. Spam his chat with Husam raid. You get me? Copy paste this message in the Dan Potts channel. You know.
Wait, did he say food aside? Turkish food is very good food.
Yeah, bro.
Let's
Turkish
not
food is
start
legit,
this,
bro.
guys. You don't know the context. You do not know the context.
Okay,
We have
we will
broken down Turkish food already. TK is somewhere crying. Turkish food is so bland. It's just, let's not do this again. Thank you, Redline Taranga. Listen, I don't know why he would go to Everton. Fantastic question. Anyway, listen, Husam raid in the Dan Potts chat. Big up to all of you guys. It's LB is in the description. Go give him a subscribe. Ashraf Talks Football is in the description. Go give him a subscribe. Go subscribe to the Bridge Nation as well. Love you all. No, there's no here we go. I'm not going to start this again. Love you all. I'm going to be back at 11, inshallah, to talk about my club and insult the shit out of these owners and some of the players. Specifically a certain guy whose name starts with D and it ends with Z. See you guys at 11, inshallah. Peace.